Okay, and welcome back to another moto vlog. And today we are riding on an absolutely shambolic piece of road. It's kind of hard to actually find what's left of it to ride on, but nonetheless, we are back. It is cold, it's windy, it's grey, but it's dry. So I'm just going to be taking it nice and easy today, riding around, basically having a little chat and just seeing what's going on, you know, not going too fast because just then it was off camera, basically slipped on a drain already, kicked the back end out a little bit, so off to a great start. But here's a tunnel, so let's give it a rev. Lovely. But yeah, so I'm just going to be cruising around, you know, taking it nice and easy. But if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And yeah, that would be awesome. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I basically post POV rides, that kind of stuff. But I also do a lot of short form content on TikTok. It also goes on YouTube Shorts as well. But one of the things that I've been posting about is a GSXR 750 track bike project that I've basically been documenting, and it is basically 90% done, and it's actually going out on its first test ride today with all its new goodies on. It's had stuff like a Lextech full system, actually not a full system, it's up to the end can essentially, but that's like a D-cat, all that stuff. It's had GB racing engine covers. It's had a new track fairing. What else has it had? Minor stuff like the levers and the screen and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was picked up from auction like a salvage bike. I think it was a Cat S, which used to be Cat N, which basically means that it's damaged, written off, non-structural, so it can go back on the road. It is going back on the road, like it's going to have a V5 with it on a daytime MOT, but it is predominantly for track use. But the benefit of getting a V5 and being able to ride it on the road is the fact that you can basically do all your testing and not have to fork out for like a track test day separately, just because like most track days are like 170 odd quid. So yeah, actually save you money in the long run. But yeah, it's going out for basically its maiden voyage today. I'm going to try to record it. My dad's going to be taking it just because obviously he's been doing the project, and I'm going to try get him to wear my helmet with my setup and see if basically see if he will just record it so I can, you know, share that with everyone on my socials basically. Plus I want to hear how the exhaust sounds going along, so I'm going to like mic up the bike, etc., because it's a full system with a Yoshi end can, and it sounds crazy with the baffling. We've also got a decibel test it as well, so my dad has bought one of those, you know, like the decibel testers that track officials would have, and we just tested this one, but weirdly you have to hold it at 6,000 RPMs and hold the mic 50 centimeters away. This read 92 literally just now today, but the previous track officials one read it at 98, so I don't know if there's going to be some, you know, discrepancies there. But some tracks have different limits, like I'm pretty sure Brands is 102 or 101, and then I think it's Donington is actually a bit higher, because I think it's in like a flight path or something. I was speaking to some guy on TikTok and he said, yeah, Donington's like 105 or something because of the flight path, or I don't know, something like that. But yeah, we basically just want to make sure that this bike is going to be actually able to be used on track, you know, because with the baffle in, it's already loud as fuck. So I tested it on my phone ages ago, like a couple of weeks ago, and it read a 102, so that is like on the limit for Brands Hatch, which it's predominantly going to be going to. So I guess it will just depend how fucking green again. I was about to open my visor. I am fogging up so much because it's so chilly. I think it's like 10, 11 degrees maybe. It's very chilly. But yes, it could depend all on the day. You know, if you get a a guy's having a bad morning when you're going for sound testing on the track, that could be it. That could be you not going on. And because that'll already be with the baffle in, there won't be anything we can do except bringing the old exhaust and putting that on instead. You know, which definitely don't want to be doing that. You know, you want to have a nice racy exhaust on it. Plus that the old exhaust weighs an absolute bomb compared to the Lextech. And I think the overall power savings for the bike, the weight savings for the bike has been like 15 kg or something crazy like that. It's been really good. But yeah, also in addition to going on its little test ride, it is getting dyno tuned on, I think, Tuesday. Not that that'll probably matter to when this video comes out. It'll probably have already happened. But yeah, because it's got, I'm going to scooch around here. Excuse me. Don't do it. It's my gap. Thank you. Yeah, because it's had the Lextech and it's had the air filter on it, it is going to need tuning. So it's going in on Tuesday to a company whose name I can't remember. But I think my dad's been in communication with them and they've done a 750 recently. So they know that they can get some good power gains out of it. Oh god, this sucks. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, they get some power gains out of it, make sure everything's going all smoothly with the new exhaust. Oh, what the fuck have I ridden into? What's going on here? Oh, bloody like ridden into some protest or something. What a twat. Well, in my defence, I had no idea this was going on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, you're fucking joking me. How have I done this then? Can I please zip past? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I think it's a 1 minute silence. And I just came in with my fucking noisy ass bike. Thank God I actually switched it off. Finally, we're off. Give it a little rip. Okay, well, fucking glad that's done, and I can get the fuck out of here and disappear up here. If I'd have known that was all going on today, I just straight up wouldn't have bothered, because that was so long. But hey ho, unlucky. Maybe a bit of content out of that. Lucky me. But yeah, I'm just going to try disappear on some back roads. And yeah, that's kind of going to be it for me. Disappear on some back roads. Try regain my train of thought. But yeah, the only other task I've set myself for today in terms of bike related stuff is to just basically get some clips. You know, I've got a new camera as well, so I'm going to be getting some nice clips of the bike with that. And that camera it's like a mirrorless camera. It's a Panasonic Lumix S5 2X, and it is fucking amazing. Annoyingly, I'll put maybe some videos up on the screen I've taken with it. But the annoying thing is I record all my stuff vertical because it goes out on TikTok, and the only thing I record horizontal is my bike stuff like this. So yeah, that's why it'll be vertical. But yeah, it's such an awesome camera. I only bought one because my work have two, and I wouldn't have used it otherwise, and I was using theirs and just realised like how amazing it is for the price. Like the camera body is about 1,500 quid, and the lens is about 1,000, or at least that's what I paid in a kit. They retail for like 3,300 as a pair, but I got them on it's called Grey Market, I think, where it's like imported, or I don't know, something. It's all legal, but yeah, it's weird. So yeah, that's a super awesome camera. So going to be taking some photos and videos of the bike with that. I think I'm probably going to go to a car park, like the top floor of a car park. Always looks good. Shame about it being so overcast and miserable today as well. It kind of sucks, but you know, it is November, so there's no surprise. But yeah, the weather's been relatively kind in terms of like staying dry on weekends. Like it was dry yesterday, it was dry today. Didn't go out yesterday because I was absolutely fucking hanging out my arse, and I thought I'd better not risk it on the bike. Just, you know, you need your wits about you most of the time. So yeah, that's why I didn't go out yesterday. Otherwise I could have done 2 vlogs, but if I'd have done a vlog yesterday, it would have been so bad, because I'd have been sat on the bike not saying anything because my fucking brain is just not functioning at all. I will say one thing though, I wish that I'd have wrapped up a little bit more, because I've got a t-shirt, I've got my armour, and I've got like a fleece North Face type thing. I should have put something else on, because when you're getting up to, you know, cruising speeds on like a motorway, for example, fucking hell, you can feel it. It is pretty intense, especially being on like a naked bike as well. If it was like a super sport, I wouldn't have cared, because I can just, you know, tuck in, dodge most of the wind. But fuck yeah, you feel it on this, I tell you. I don't really have much winter gear. Like the only thing I've really switched to, other than this like fleecy hoodie, has been these gloves, because one, my summer riding gloves are ripped, and obviously they're just going to be freezing cold, but these are actually so good. They're like, what are they called? They're called bone dry. Assuming they're waterproof as well. And they are like 10 years old. They're so good. My hands are nice and toasty, even without heated grips on. So yeah, doing all right. I've got some stupid Vauxhall Corsa behind me. I'll be seeing you later, pal. Always the Corsas, giving it the big uns behind you, coming up close to you, as if they're going to do anything. But yeah, I posted a comment on somebody's TikTok about, what was it? It was my friend's TikTok. He was like, "Oh, upset a car guy in 5 words, go." And obviously from my bike profile, I commented, "My bike is much faster," or something like, or "My bike's much faster," something like that. And the amount of people getting triggered back in the replies is so funny. I feel like the car community has such an ego when it comes to like, oh, my car's the best, you know. There's always debates about the best hot hatch, the best this, the best that. So it is quite nice to come in there and upset them a little bit. Even on a bike like this is by far not one of the quickest bikes out there, but it was like on power to weight, it's going to be much better than majority of cars on the road, which is something the car people kind of get triggered by. So satisfying. But yeah, make sure. Oh, let me get past these. Make sure that you are following my TikTok as well. That's where I post basically everything. I do post the same stuff on shorts, but like a lot of the time on shorts as well, music will get copyrighted and that'll make it unavailable in some countries, so the views go way down, and you can't do like the captions like on screen like you can on Instagram and TikTok. So like a lot of the time there's not a lot of context to the ones on shorts, so that's why I'd say it's definitely better to go on my TikTok to look at that kind of stuff. Let's scooch past everyone here. Oh, that was a bit slippy. I took a little bit too much angle and I just felt the whole bike just seemed to drift to one side. Hello, what's that? Oh, that's the new CBR. sexy. Oh, these roads are just so sketchy. I feel like that my worst fear is like wet leaves on the road. That is got to be the worst thing possible for a biker, is wet leaves on the road. Because even like gravel's pretty bad, but oh, wet leaves, absolutely awful. The other week I was parking up at a friend of mine's, and like, do you know, it's not like a storm drain, but basically it's like a drain that is slightly lowered, so like all the water will end up going in it. But I basically, my back wheel went over one of those at like crawling speeds while I was turning, and I wasn't even on the throttle at all, and the whole thing just slipped out from under me. Even though it's like bone dry, you just never know what you're going to be slipping on. But as long as you're careful, you're all right. So what I'm going to do, I'm basically going to cut here, and I'll catch up with you when I get to my little filming location, just so I can give some context as to what I'll be filming and where, and then I'll be ending the vlog there. So see you in a bit. Well, I was going to go to the top floor, but it's flipping closed. So looks like I'm just going to take some videos of the bike chilling here, you know, not bothering anyone. Hopefully won't be getting bothered by any of the security. And yeah, that's kind of it from me. Just gonna turn the bike off so you can hear me better. Get a look at the bike as well. Whew. It's pretty dirty. There's loads of like grime and bug, so I'm going to clean it when I get back today. And yeah, hopefully get some nice pictures now. But yeah, that's kind of everything in terms of the vlog. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.